My name's Mike Killen, and before working with Sophia, I wasn't really entirely sure whether a private coach or a personal trainer would be right for me. My two main reservations, which are kind of dumb looking back on it, are, first of all, would I really get anything from it? It's not necessarily because of the size of the investment or anything. I was more concerned, really, if I was good enough to get anything from it. I always felt that personal training and one-on-one coaching and one-on-one programming was for people who were like a bit above me and a bit more elite, which sounds crazy, but that was my main reservation. And the reason I ended up going for it is because, first of all, the first lockdown that happened in the UK, I felt that I was going to be missing out on some of the one-on-one programming and coaching that I was getting in classes. So I wanted to make sure that if something happened like that again, I would have something that would continue working on things that I wanted to work on, even though I felt previously that one of the barriers was that I'm not good enough, or I'm not experienced enough to have a one-on-one coach, which I now realize is completely false. One of my reservations, was I actually wouldn't be good enough for it and I wouldn't get anything out of it. But now that I have a one-on-one program, it means that no matter what happens, I'm always able to keep up with the goals that I've got in mind. Another reason I went for it is because I get on really well with Sophia. She's a fantastic coach. She's a great coach in class, and I really enjoy talking to her. She's very knowledgeable about the different mechanics of the body, and it's always interesting having someone else point out to you things that you're frankly doing wrong or badly or could do better, and the things that you do well and things you don't notice because you're unable to see them, and having someone go through that and just begin to work on your technique a little bit better. And when your technique is a little bit better, the exercises become a bit easier and a bit more efficient and a bit more effective, and that leads to progress in other areas, which was massive for me. I had a couple of strength-based goals and a couple of specific goals, like muscle ups and certain weights, but that wasn't really the main one. My main one was to make sure that I could keep moving every single day and do something every single day, and try to fight off immobility as well as work on my health and general fitness overall. But really what I wanted to get was to see what I'm capable of and to push myself as far as I could do every single time I did a session. It's helped massively by, first of all, my favorite part of the day now is the morning where I work out. It's my favorite part of the day. I get to do something specific, even though I might kind of begrudgingly be doing it as I'm actually doing it. I enjoy it when it's done, and I like seeing that there's a sense of progression. And because Sophia is taking control of the programming, she'll start to bring up items that we've done before, workouts that we've done before, and I can see that I'm progressing. So obviously there has been strength and health benefits, and I certainly feel different. I certainly feel better. But overall, I think the biggest benefit I've had is I now have a better understanding of my body. I'm way more confident. It's still something we're working on, but I'm much more confident with my body, much more confident with what I'm capable of, and my strength or my speed or some of my technique. I feel much stronger, not in a strength term, but it's stronger in confidence with that. And that's been a fantastic addition to kind of my mental health and my mindset going forward, knowing what I'm capable of and also knowing what my limits are and seeing if we could break them. So if anyone's on the fence, frankly, I would say go for it, because Sophia has a way of building it more than just the physical coaching. There's a little bit of element of the psychology of it, as well as your personal kind of goals and the emotive side of it as well, which is really interesting to go through. And there's a specificity behind what she brings to your program, which makes it very, very different from training in a class. And I have had people say to me, Mike, you've gone on leaps and bounds in classes and programming, and that's because of the one-on-one stuff that I've been doing with Sophia. So yeah, absolutely, I'm over the moon happy with it. I plan on continuing doing it for as long as I can and as long as she's willing. So yeah, I would highly recommend personal programming and coaching from Sophia Tapper.